Hello! So we're here today at the Museum of Science in Boston. So we're gonna go around to the exhibits in a bit. They had scooters that are free to use, so I got one of those. I just had to give a little bit of information. And then they let me know that the best elevators to use are the green elevators. And so that's what I plan to use while we go through here. And then a little bit later, we're going to see a print show in the Dome. I think it's called the Charles Hayden Auditorium. And that's going to be a big treat because I brought the biggest Prince fan I know. Come along with us today while we go through the museum. So we're starting in the blue wing, but it really doesn't matter where you start. And as you'll see, we kind of go back and forth. So now we're in the Exploring AI exhibit, which shows so many different applications of AI that are existent now and then potentially in the future. And these robots are from Boston Dynamics. You'll recognize them from the news. About every 6 months there'll be a different video showing something new that their robots can do, which can be kind of scary. Why was it just looking at me? You guys missed it, but it was making serious eye contact with me. Okay, it's running away from me. Yep. Sounds about right. Oh my god, smart cooking? That's what I need. Maybe I'll finally find a husband. Getting Star Wars vibes from this one. So this is a replica of the rover that NASA landed on Mars in 2021. So it's
let's see what we get.
Let's see how this goes. Okay, pretty cool. Okay, leave it to me to completely interrupt a child's playtime with my shenanigans. This is the engineering center. Like the ceiling. There's so many details here on the ceiling and everything. I have to remember to keep looking up. The Arctic Adventure exhibit. Honestly, this was really cool, and that pun was not intended.
It's actually.
Oh, it is? Oh my god, I need to try this. I hate the cold, but is it only on the...
It's all ice.
Okay, let me see. I don't want to have to use my horn. Okay. Oh, that is ice. That's real ice. Oh wow, that's cool. Oh my god, that scared me. Did you see that thing up there? Did you notice that? God. Good thing I'm on my scooter. I can just drive away from that.
Okay, ready? Go, Sawyer.
That's what that noise was. It was this is giving me Elf vibes when he's like, I hope you find your dad. Where's Mr. Normal?
It's a shark.
Oh, okay. Everything that swims in the ocean that scares you is a shark.
Exactly.
That's science.
In unprecedented quantities. The more fossil fuels we burn, the greater the increase in CO2. The ice record shows that over the past 60 years, at atmospheric CO2 has increased at a rate of 100 times faster than...
Oh. Okay, this is a GPR. This is not curling. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Now we're in the Green Wing to see the New England Habitat exhibit.
It smells bad.
Only, where is he? Oh, he's up there. Hold on.
No, she don't want to take it.
Deer.
Oh, yeah. It's just papers.
Even though these bears are central to New Hampshire, it always makes the news when they come to Massachusetts.
Second floor, segundo piso.
The classic Hall of Human Life. Trying to find the exhibit that has the live birth, and I'll tell that story after, if I can't find it. It seems like they got rid of the little booth you could go in to watch a childbirth, and I really wanted to go in that booth, not to watch it again, just so I could show the exact spot that I was forced to watch that movie. So Camilla, who you've met before, made me watch that childbirth with her in 6th grade because she said we went to Catholic school and they're not going to show us, but the kids in public school have seen it. So I believed her and I went in. And I watched it like this, but every time I went like that, I saw the worst parts. And she hid in the back with her face covered the whole time, so much so that the other woman in there asked her if she was okay. So, you know what, it's probably for the best that they got rid of that. So I'm really sad that this little monkey was asleep because this was always my favorite exhibit from the first time I went to the Museum of Science on a school field trip in kindergarten. This is actually one of the most endangered monkeys that there are. So this one's Jane, but there's also one named Darwin. Back to the Blue Wing. Is this like a theater?
Can you let me know when you get there? Should we go live?
That's
Wait, I think I'll be you with it. Oh, that definitely looks. Oh, that actually looks.
Follow the bouncing light. Can you touch the spring? Oh God. God.
Looks like your hands are in the spring.
I know. I'm like, wow.
Ooh, this thing. I want to do this thing.
Dancing in the, okay, Mamma Mia. Oh yes, I remember that, Super Trooper. But do you guys remember the old iTunes commercials with these that remind you of this? There was a whole, you know what I'm talking about. Some gnomes. Okay. Investigate. Can we go through this door or no? No. Let's check out her t-shirt. Oh wait, can't see it. You'll see it later. Trust me, keep watching. So some representation here. That's good. Galaxy far, far away. I forget the rest. That's all I know.
Congratulations, explorers! You've made some thrilling discoveries and managed to dodge the dust storm. Fellow researchers at Mission Control have compiled all of your findings. Head to the mission log to review the many pieces of evidence you collected proving that water once flowed on Mars.
But where is Yoda?
By looking at satellite images.
Yeah, I see it. You can see it from back here, and then when you go up close, this is spinning. It doesn't look like it's spinning from back there. So pretty. Back to the green wing. It's the lower level on the way to the cafeteria. So to go to the cafeteria, you have to stamp your hand to get back in. Okay. Oh my god, that was kind of scary. So there's lockers here if you need to keep anything in there. I do like how there's hand sanitizer where, oh, a nice photo booth and ATM. Here's the gift shop. One time I went here, we got like moon ice cream or something with astronauts to eat. Not that great, to be honest, but that was many years ago. So seems like they have a lot of new things now. And then the cafe is right across. It's Riverview Cafe. It's right on the main floor. Not sure if it's open right now. We're about to find out. But there's, this is a really big gift shop. Seems like they have a lot of stuff in here. There's some vending machines over there. So the cafe is closed, but they are going to utilize the vending machine. So these are musical steps. You can, I'll stop talking till you can hear it.
It's pretty cool.
Let's see. The planetarium. Let's see what it's all about. It's kind of a dark ramp. I don't think the scooter has a light on it. Okay, it looks a lot more purple in person, but this is where the Prince show is, so we're getting pretty excited. Is this Prince singing now? We'll see, we'll make them fans. Oh, here, Pam, you can wave right in there. You don't want to wave to the nice people of YouTube? Okay, there we go. Just like, oh, are you the woman that was at the State House? I'm referring to this post from her travel agent Instagram. Yes, I'm her manager. Taking this elevator to go see the live animals, which is down there. Live Animal Care Center, but we got here a little late. So it's like Night at the Museum. I've never seen that movie, so I don't know what happens. I should be careful, right? I don't know. Should I go down here? See? I don't know. Is Ben Stiller gonna pop out or something? Doesn't look like there's anything down here. So I think it's just the live animals which seem to be sleeping now. That's a snake behind the bars. To be honest, all snakes belong behind bars because they just scare us and give us anxiety. So, sorry where you belong. So we're gonna go in the auditorium in a minute to see the Prince show. So it's a dome in the Charles Hayden Auditorium, and I just wanted to mention they also have Rihanna and Coldplay and a few other shows, but we chose this one because Pam's a super fan. I'll explain how I first found that out in a few minutes when we get to our seat. But I also wanted to mention every single Super Bowl. We exchanged a text the second after the halftime show ends, where she's like, yep, Princess was still the best. And I'm like, I know that, no one's arguing with you, but let's just talk about this halftime show as if Princess didn't exist at all. But then it always ends with Princess was still the best. And we started this conversation because I really loved the Lady Gaga halftime show, but she just has trouble giving anyone else credit besides Prince. And I do agree it was the best Super Bowl halftime show of all time, with the rain and the purple rain happening at the same time. So if you haven't seen that, I'll link it above so that way you can see what she's talking about. So we're in the auditorium now. As you can see, the seats are like reclined back. I could have stayed in the chair if I wanted to, but I just parked it back there. So this is like a big dome. You can't really appreciate it unless you're in person, but just take my word for it that it's a dome. But these seats like recline back so your like neck is looking towards the ceiling and not strained. So that's a good touch. And then right before the show, I'll show some of the show, even though I don't think you'll appreciate it as much not being in person. But I'll just say how I found out about Prince, the story you've all been waiting for. Okay, so the story you've been waiting for, how I found out that Pam is a Prince fanatic. So we were having a nice lunch at the Cheesecake Factory, and we were arguing about money, which happens a lot. But it's in a good way. Like, no, I'll do that. Yeah. But not like pay me now. But anyway, so it was like a $5 bill on the table, and then we were fighting over it. And then I wanted to change the topic, so I was like, oh, Pam, what do you think about Abraham Lincoln? And then she was like, I don't think about him at all. And then I was like, okay, what do you think about him, like, attractiveness-wise? And then she just was very taken aback by the conversation. And then I was like, oh, some girl I went to high school with one time in class just exclaimed, I think Abraham Lincoln is hot. And then I've never been able to look at a penny or a $5 bill the same since. And then we played a game. Who is your unconventional celebrity crush? And then without missing a beat, she almost shouted at me and she was like, Prince. And then I was like, really? And the thing is, like, I make a lot of passive aggressive comments to her because she wears like tall shoes and I can't walk in them. And I'm like, rest his soul, but like he was like 5 feet tall and like you wear tall shoes. And then she's like, okay, well, who's yours then? And then I was like, Andy Cohen. And then she's like, you know, he wouldn't like you, right? And I'm like, I know that. That's why I said unconventional. I just find him attractive. Oh, yes. It's just because I know he wouldn't like me because I'm a girl. But it doesn't matter. This is the game. I just find him attractive in a very masculine way. And I think there was just a particular picture of him exiting the ocean that if you saw it, you'd be like, he's masculine looking and he's attractive, okay? I'll show you the picture later. The show's about to start, so. Due to copyright restrictions, I can't actually play the music that was playing during these scenes. I had tried to do that, but it got blocked. But essentially, it is the entirety of the Purple Rain soundtrack from the movie in 1984, Purple Rain. So they played the entire soundtrack in order, straight through, with all these different psychedelic, scientific nature type of scenes. There's no actual like music video scenes from the movie or videos of Prince, but it's pretty cool. It goes back and forth for all different types of footage and cinematography. So here's a little of that. Okay, so we just got out of the show and it was a lot different than we expected. So we really liked it. It was something you would see at a Museum of Science. We thought it was all going to be music videos, but it wasn't. As you saw, it was a lot different than that. But we really enjoyed it, and even though I didn't ask anyone else if they enjoyed it, but I think we all enjoyed it, and I thought it was really good. Pam, what do you think?
I loved it.
Okay, good. It was right. This was the perfect show for her. I predicted, and you agree.
Absolutely loved it.
Yes, great. We're so happy. In the middle, Evie started laughing, and we didn't know why. My prediction was like 20 minutes straight of falsetto was making her giggle because she's not like an 80s child. Is my assessment correct?
No, it was
Oh.
because there was a guy in front of us and he made this weird sound when the room went silent.
Oh.
And so that kind of set me
Oh,
off
that
a little
for
bit.
like a little bit, as in 15
Yeah.
minutes straight of laughing. Okay, yeah, I did hear that sound.
Yeah.
But I'm like, we've all been there, so if I start laughing at him, my stomach's probably gonna start screaming.
Yeah.
The only thing I'll say is, I wish at the end they included something with Prince more, like in movement. They only included a picture of him, but that's my only suggestion. Okay, I thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Good night, Museum of Science. We'll be back.